Morning with Max. Hey folks, good morning and welcome to another Morning with Max. You may notice I am not wearing my hat at the moment. That is because it is drying over here. It's raining outside. Pouring rain, in fact. And it is a cold, wet kind of day, and I did not want to wear my wet hat if I didn't have to. So I am hatless for the moment until it dries. Good morning, good morning. Hey there, Lottoween. I was thinking of you, Lottoween. Was yesterday when I was running the board game play test over lunch, the lunchtime throwdown. I had you in mind. I don't think you were able to make it. Sounds like last Friday. Yeah. Oh, here. You mean in wherever you are? I mean, I know where you are. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Was it a cold rain like we get, or like we're getting right now for our end of fall, start of winter weather? Email announcing the throwdown. I don't think I sent an email. I don't usually send emails for the board game lunchtime throwdown thing. Um, Mainly because I think that, well, no particular. Well, mostly because I don't always, grab people. People don't always know if they're available for lunch, over lunch for board game until the last minute. So sending an email, a few minutes before seems redundant or just silly. Balamaz. Hello from France. Hello, Balamaz. Balamaz? Balamaz. Balamaz. Riley Stang, good morning. I really did enjoy the board game playthrough. Excellent. I am so glad to hear that. I'm glad it makes for an enjoyable viewing experience. And now there's a more recent one, which should have automatic. I got to check this on the YouTube channel. If you go to the board game playtest playlist, then this one should have been added at the top or the bottom to that playlist automatically. So hopefully that worked. Bonne journée, folks, says Balamaz. Max and names. Hello, Max, says Taloyan. Lottoween, I think you need to keep the new players limited to less than 50%. Really? Because I had 3 new players out of 4, and it ran pretty smooth. I mean, I had to explain the rules. So that made, they made it so we couldn't finish, but, we got halfway through the game, which is about exactly what I'd expect. I was hoping to do another playtest with them soon, but it's hard to find the time. Riley Stang says, it reminds me of old friends being silly and playing board games. Cool. Good morning, Denarian. Hello, Grimslag. Riley Stang, it's good to see how quickly the game can be picked up by new players. Indeed. And keep in mind, those guys did not know anything beforehand, right? And I explained the rules in about 10 minutes. Not because it wasn't smooth, just because of the delay on such a limited time slot. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Lottoween, even if I had one new player and I was explaining the rules to them, live, it would still have taken the same amount of time, right? More or less. So I don't know if it's a number on the show. Yeah, we had a board game. I ran a lunchtime throwdown as promised on Monday that I would this week. Rather saying, yeah, I've played games like Terra Mystica, which take an entire afternoon just to figure out the flow of the game. Um, I mean, I got nothing against Terra. I like Terra Mystica. I generally that style of game isn't the one I go for, as you may see from the kind of board game that I designed, which has a lot more different kind of style to it. You know, a more American kind of style to it. Action. Good morning. Lottoing is a game designed for no more than 4 players who do not play, so you can focus more on how things went. The latter, Lottoing. The game works with up to 5. I think with more than 5, it'll start to really drag because it'll take a long time for it to get around to your turn. About 5 players is when it starts to feel a bit long. The game takes about 15 minutes per number of players. So if you play a 1v1, it takes about half an hour. If you play with 3, it takes about 45 minutes. If you play with 4, which I think, 3 to 4 is like the sweet spot. Every game has one. Then it takes, an hour for 4 players. So I knew that we weren't going to finish. But, that's okay. It was still good data. Good morning, Maxi Dad, says Paladin Brewer. Sorry, I haven't had enough caffeine yet. Well, hey there, Paladin Brewer. Good to see you. Happy post-birthday. And thanks for coming by. Of course, Grimslag. Of course I kept my word. Especially when it is as enjoyable as running a playtest on camera for you folks. Good morning, Scott Florence. Hope everyone's doing well. I am doing all right. How are you, my friend? How did you know it was my birthday? Says Paladin, but I'm being spied on. One of the other, one of the other backers, one of the other fans here, told me. Zube. I'm here lurking with my phone in my pocket while at work, listening with wireless earbuds. Well, don't get in trouble, Zube, but I am super happy that you came by. Now I'm really curious. Is it Zube or Zubai? Probably Zube. Powder Brewer says, oh, it was Din, I bet. She's sneaky. Well, maybe. I actually can't remember who told me right now. Did you see my Discord message earlier? Should I ask the question? Oh, yes. So, for those of you who are wondering, we were having a monthly update instead of the weekly updates now, so there will not be a stream today. I am expecting the monthly update to happen maybe next week or the week after. I do not have a specific date just yet because I don't think one has been firmly, locked in. But that is what I'm expecting. Riley's saying, don't know if you want to shift gears. Do you know much about how City State uses AI bots to test the game and test the servers and gameplay? I'm very interested in how AI can help playtest games and find exploits and cast balance issues. Well, yeah, it's a real big thing for us, Riley Sting. We talk a lot about the number of bots and, headless clients that we can get into the screen and into one single battle for a truly giant battle experience. Oh, it is Zube. That's what I thought. Thanks. Riley, I am not the expert in that stuff. I'm not a programmer, and you can ask that question. You can ask for more information on the forums, or the next time we do a stream, we'll probably have a programmer on, so you can ask them then for more information. But it is it's a big part of the playtesting that we do. When is the next wrap up? Yes, I answered that, I think, Drigel. No more weekly stream. Yeah, we stopped doing weekly streams for various reasons. Check out the last video with Mark. I believe he talks about it in the State of the Game update stream. So check that out in the past videos, either on here or on YouTube. Yes, the plan is to go to a monthly update schedule. Riley's saying, perhaps monthly updates will seem less redundant and more impactful. That, I believe, is the plan. So, you know, I'm sure people will find something anyway, but that bugs them. But the monthly update, at least with the monthly update, you can't say like another week working on, you know, whatever. Another week. Yeah, it's like some of these projects take, you know, multiple weeks to continue working on. So now you will not get that update. And instead we will do one big update at the end of the month. Drigel, I saw it. I don't remember him talking about the whys. Well, he might have been focused on something else. I believe he did talk about it in that video. I can't think when else it would have come up. Yeah, it definitely would have been then. Full Hulk 69, what's up, Max Master Flash? Hey there, Full Hulk 69. How you doing, my friend? I'm sleepier than usual today. I'm gonna have to go get a second mug of coffee. Paladin Brewer, if Max says 69 multiple times, do we have to change the PG rating of this stream? I believe this stream is marked mature, actually. Paladin Brewer. Andrew, you know, comes on and drops F-bombs. So... Andrew Meggs, not Andrew Jackson. Although we could ask AJ to come on. He's not listening. He's working. Oh, well then, go crazy, says Paladin Brewer. Fine, I will. Oh, Zoof9 wants to know when the game will release. I don't have a date. Conf Cool. Morning Max. Are sprites high? Sprites high with all the progress the team is making. I know you meant to say spirits, but I like sprites. It's like a thesaurus. It's like a synonym for spirits. All the sprites within us are high. As we continue forging onward on this great adventure of making a game. Halloween, I mean, I guess we can't clearly hear Michelle all the time, right? Riley staying in the voice of MJ. When it's done, yes, the game will release when it's done. Cough cool. Sorry, coffee level's low. Well, I liked your synonym choice there. Are sprites high? They are indeed. Oh, Zoof9. I guess you haven't seen the State of the Game update, where we talked about the state of the game and where we're at with all that, and why we don't have a specific date. Here is the first. There's a second video as well. Here you go. Zoof9, watch that. Oh, have I been missing out on all the YouTube chats? I'm sorry, guys. I got the YouTube chat now. Crag on YouTube. Hello, hope you're doing great. The only update I'm interested in is the one talking about the next test weekend. Got it. Well, I don't have an update for you right now, but I know it's being worked on. Brandon, good morning. And Brandon says, I have been AWOL for months. Well, welcome back. Sorry, YouTube chatters. I missed that until this moment, but I see it now. And only by a few minutes. I'm glad it's okay, Craig. Paladin Brewer says I don't have to apologize to YouTube people. Yes, why not? Brandon, you must have moved to a different location in the office. Oh, wow, I guess you have been AWOL for a while. Yeah, earlier this year I was evicted from my old spot and moved over here, so I'm now basically I'm further up toward the door and also flipped around, so facing the opposite direction. And where the gaming table used to be, now the UI pit is. So behind me we have what used to be the storage room, now the second conference room. And then over here we've got, like bean bags, kind of like relaxation, and then like programming boards area. File cabinets are file cabinets. This is the new background for Morning with Max. Paladin Brewer says, Max, I'll be painting my first Beholder this weekend and my first monster, really. Much excite. Awesome. Good luck, Paladin Brewer. I bet you have a really cool mini for that. Bloodoween, do you have prototypes of all the things you mentioned during the Throwdown stream yesterday? You mean the part of the stream where I said we haven't been able, or I haven't, had the chance to make prototypes of all, to get professional prototypes printed up of all this yet? But I want to do that as soon as possible. Because no, I haven't done it since yesterday. The normal WizKids mini. Well, that's a cool mini, Paladin Brewer. Yeah, beholders can be intense no matter the format. Riley staying. I think Paladin Brewer is talking about some D&D mini action. I heard we haven't gotten the full set. What? You lost me, Ludwig. I don't know what you're talking about. Something to do with the board game pieces. Riley saying sounds like a good mob to add to the depths. Well, I think it's a Wizards of the Coast D&D specific thing. But we have our own kind of thing like that, right? We have our own gribbly monsters. I rather fancy that some of the weird monsters I came up with in the Great Depths raid and for the Depths board game are pretty awesome in their own right. A lot of way. I heard you say we haven't gotten the full set of pieces to playtest them. Not that you actually said that, it's just what I heard. Well, I'm not sure what I meant by that. You know, maybe that might have just been some awkward phrasing, Ludwig. What I meant was we haven't gotten a professionally printed prototype. You know, it's still or yesterday I was playtesting with the printed out cards inserted with other things to stiffen them, and I want to get a really nice set to play with and play test with, and kind of actually play test the people's experience with the pieces, and not just the game mechanics. Although I did get some good data, and always do. Right, that's how that works, Palin Brewer. We do have a giant, big floating eyeball, Riley staying. In the depths, check out, look up the Bobs, the B-O-Bs. That let people spy on locations that they have trapped, I think, is the idea of that. And they were first talked about so long ago. I think it actually slightly predates when I came on. And I came on pretty early on, too, so... Riley's saying, those were just pieces of paper inside card protectors with magic cards behind them. And then some of them are like cardstock printed, with the fancy backs and the fancy art from Inkheart that looks amazing. And then also with magic cards to even make them thicker and stiffer, so... That is a, designer early prototype. That's how you got to do it. Strike, sup, Maximus Loris. Not much, man. Chilling with my homies here in Twitch chat and YouTube chat. Sup, Strike. JK. Is Bob an acronym? It might be. I don't recall right now. Riley staying? Maybe they're not giant, Ladoween. Strike likes the new camera angle. All fine. All good. There's a little less of, this strange, distant, hallway on one side behind me. Yeah, Bob came during the Kickstarter. I think that's right, Ladoween. So that wasn't something that that I was there for. Shortly thereafter is when the writer cometh. Isn't the ball on the Christmas tree a little bit early? First Advent is only in a week. Right there. Boy, that's hard to do on reversed camera. That's how I try to shave in a mirror, Max says Strike. Yeah. That's why I close my eyes when shaving. Can't you tell? Grimslike, that's a Charlie Brown Christmas tree for sure. Yes, it is. It has been there for a long time. It is not specific to this year. Yeah, it's one of those Snoopy ones. Halloween, I think it's more like they are 5 years late on taking it down. I think it is, yeah. I hit all the spots, yeah, in trying to point strike. I should have gone like this. It might be a bit dusty, yeah. Nacho Pants, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. The gray base. There's like a blue bag like around the base that makes it look like it's holding roots or something. Vio Throsh, Warrior 2.0 Forever Backer here, and I've been trying to bide my time and play other MMOs, but every time I load one up, I just find myself thinking, this isn't CU. Well, thank you so much for saying that, Vio Throsh. It's a nice sentiment, and thank you for your support and your patience. Ludwig, so it's Friday. Any talk about weekend testing? I don't have any news about weekend testing at the moment, Ludwig, but I will keep, you will get an announcement through the usual channels if it is going to happen, and of course it is being worked on. Oh, the Oktoberfest. Excuse me. Oktoberfest beer mug. I don't see that behind me. Although there is a Chanukia, there is a menorah next to the Peanuts Christmas tree, which I bet you didn't notice. Riley Stang, have you given Archage a try? I haven't. I'm sure some people in the office have played it, but I have not. Ludwig doesn't want to get distracted. Strike, I've noticed the camera slowly shifts to the left every few months, like 5 times this year already, if I'm not mistaken. Someone needs to math out the rotation speed. Well, I did move the camera from over here to over here. Because the orange light is right over there. So look, if I look this way, I'm a little more red than if I look this way. It's a little bit better, so that is why. Math out the rotation speed. Very cool, Paladin Brewer. One of those meat lamps to look more tasty and fresh. Those don't make it look tasty and fresh. Those keep the food hot, theoretically hot enough to prevent most bacteria from getting on the food. And I know that because of a job I had in college. Well, welcome back, Brandon Lowe. You are just in time to hear me say farewell. Oh, okay, got it, Strike. Fair enough. I will see you folks later. Once again, there will be no Friday afternoon stream today. At least there isn't one that's currently planned. We will be doing our monthly update stream next week or the week after, something like that. I have to work around Thanksgiving on that one, as well as the monthly newsletter coming up. And let's see. Thank you all very much for joining with me for this Morning with Max. I always have fun chatting with you. I will talk to you again if you can come by on Monday morning after the weekend. So I do these Monday and Friday mornings, although I suppose a week from today it'll be a holiday or a day off, so we won't be doing it then. But I will see you on Monday for another Morning with Max, and I've had a great time chatting with you all, so thank you very much for coming by. Oh, you're very welcome, Ashes of Owls. Thank you for popping in at the last minute here. All right, folks. See you later. Thanks again. Have a good one. I'll talk to you on Discord. Bye-bye.